Greetings everyone, welcome to Prop Live. I'm Brittany Duran and welcome to the live stream. Today I'm going to be working on my Fallout 4 Assaultron costume and I'm going to be working on the upper legs. But I worked on something during the week that you guys didn't get to see. It's the rest of this lower leg piece. And I recorded video of it, so I'll kind of go through the process of how I finish these leg bits and then I'll go on to making the upper leg. So come along with me on this crazy adventure. So in the last video of the Assaultron, you saw me make these foam pieces for the foot. Since then, I've added Velcro to the shoe. The Velcro I stitched on by hand using a curved needle. It took quite a while. There's probably a better way to do it. The last time I tried this process, I used barge cement and the Velcro slowly started to peel off. I had to reinforce it with hot glue. The stitching seems like it's going to be super sturdy and not peel off, so it was extra work, but it was totally worth it. And the other side of the Velcro, I stitched onto nylon webbing and hot glued it onto the inside of the shoe bits. And this piece I permanently attached to the back, so it's one single piece. And then this one goes on the front of the shoe. The upper part of the thigh I remade. It just wasn't bending enough. And I tried keeping the two pieces separate and it wasn't really keeping its shape. I tried Velcro and zippers and it was just such an unusual curve. So I made a sleeve that will be a little bit more annoying to ship, but it stays together in the exact form that I want. The back piece ended up being two separate pieces. That's why I redid it. I really needed that curve. It wasn't really working out with just one piece of foam. So there's a seam back here. And this upper part is the same thickness of foam. This is just more of the 6mm craft foam from the craft store. But then I cut out a shape in this bottom piece. I sunk in the lower knee bit and glued that in place so it just has a little bit of a raised up feel to it. I went through about like 3 or 4 iterations, so that's the kind of thing that is good with templating. Is it takes a couple tries, but once you get it down, then you can transfer it over to the foam and save on your foam. And so then on top of that, I took some 3mm foam and made a template for it. This part I cut with a beveled angle, and that way when I glued the lower strip to the upper strip, they both had beveled angles and could form a 90-degree corner. I also added a lot more of these punched out foam rivet things, and I did those with a PVC pipe, a sharpened PVC pipe, to cut all those guys out. I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Both legs are about the same size and they look like they should go together, so that's good. And now on this stream, I'm going to work on the upper leg part. So we got this part done. Now it's time to do the next bit. We're working our way up the costume. This is the Fallout 4 Assaultron, and I'll be working on this upper leg part, the thigh area, and also that knee piece. For the upper leg piece, I made another body form. This time I used masking tape to see how it would work. The masking tape worked pretty well. This is my thigh, my left upper thigh, to go with my lower duct tape leg form I made. The masking tape was a little fragile. If you do go with this instead of duct tape, I'd recommend doing 2 layers before you cut it off your foot. When I was stuffing this, it began to tear apart a little bit and I had to add some extra tape. And I just filled it with paper, so it's a little squishy. This is what I'll build my upper leg form on. And I'm gonna make this out of foam, the leg piece. The shape of the Assaultron leg is a little bit wider than my own, so I'm gonna build up some forms on top of this and then make a new template, and I'll transfer that template to my foam. To bulk out some of my leg form, I'm gonna be using bubble wrap, I think. Bubble wrap and tape. I know you all just wanted to hear the sound of rustling bubble wrap. Oh, I could do this too. It could just be 3 hours of this. Ah, it's so nice. I need much more material on this side, so I'll throw in some more layers. Alright, now I need to flare this out a little bit. I'm gonna trace a little bit on this bubble wrap to kind of figure out where I need to add material. I'm gonna wrap it all in plastic wrap and then put tape on that and then draw my template on that and cut it off and use that template for my foam. And I'm also going to mark on the other sides of these that these are the right sides so I don't accidentally flip one when I'm not supposed to. And now I have templates for the left and right thigh pieces. TNT Cosplay Supply is the foam we got. We bought this for a couple of our upcoming projects. This is the 6mm 1/4 inch foam roll. The thing I really like about this foam is I've been avoiding doing this thigh piece because it's bigger than the craft foam square pieces. Oh my gosh, this all fits so well with extra room! I'm going to heat form these pieces a little bit just to get the general shape. Before I glue these together, I'm going to take my rotary tool and soften the edges of these two pieces. These are going to get glued together, but I want the seam to be visible. I'm going to smooth out the edges so that when I attach them, you'll still see a trench there. And I'm kind of just lightly tacking this together once, and using my fingers on the other side, kind of like they're pressing down. There we go. Now they're together, I can manhandle it a bit more. Moment of truth now. I'm going to put this on my leg form and see if it fits. It's supposed to be a little big. I'll probably use some upholstery foam to suspend it where it needs to go. It's going to have straps. It's going to have straps going around to the back piece to kind of keep it snugged in place, but it's also going to have some fabric snaps that will attach it to the bodysuit underneath, probably like one there and one there, to keep it from rotating and moving around. That looks like it fits pretty well. So that knee piece goes here. Yeah, I like it. So here's my leg piece. I am really happy with the way this shape turned out. And the great thing is now I have all of these templates, I can make the other side. And also I have this knee bit, which I think I need to heat form more. So yeah, so that's the shape. That's the thigh piece. Thank you everyone for checking out the video. If you'd like to see more cool foam smithing stuff, make sure to subscribe. And also, if you like Punished Props video content, please support us on Patreon. Or if you watch us live on Twitch, you can support us there too. We are now partnered. You can subscribe and get some cool emotes to use in the chats. Definitely check out our Foamsmith book. It shows how to make foam armor costumes. Thanks for hanging out, and join us next time on the next episode of Prop Live.